Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me here, Dadine, and I guess I'll make up a story from scratch, per your request. So, there was this 8-year-old kid, and he really had this desire to be the very best. He, caught all these like weird-looking creatures. Some of them had abilities that were all really cliched and based off of the types of Earth words. I know. And well, one day he actually acquired them, acquired every single one, and he put them in a factory and enslaved them. You'd think I'd be talking about Pokemon here, but I'm actually talking about a totally different topic, something that is actually, it's a concern right now. I mean, it's a scary world right now, and what I'm talking about, they've kept it under wraps. So this 8-year-old kid, I know, surprising already that an 8-year-old can do all this stuff. Well, he enslaves one of every type of these mons, right? And he uses the landscaping character, the charcoal creating character, the DTE inspired character, and the purified character, just for trademark purposes. I know that water, you can't say that. He makes them a part of his industry, right? So the purifying character, right? He excretes this liquid to help power all of his windmills. And with the charcoal one, it's coal, and they're all different. If you think about it, they are all renewable resources that they're using here. So he forces them all to use their ability to help provide energy to his business. And what's his business exactly? It's the life business. You see, each one of these elements that he was able to obtain actually is what created life. Harnessing them out of sheer force. Because these characters didn't want to do that. Purifying guy just wanted to water some stuff. Oh shit, there I go saying water again. A charcoal guy was like, hey, I just want to burn some things. I just want to burn some stuff and do it for me. And then grass guy, same deal. So they didn't have any control, and this guy takes over, right? I'm getting way too ahead, or not ahead, but I'm falling behind here. My bad. So he makes them do all these things, right, against their will, and sure enough, there's another element that arises from the creation of these things, from making them all work, and they call it the human. So the human arises from all of this, right? All this stuff. I mean, forget everything you know, okay? I know you're a huge Christian person, Jordan, and I'm afraid to tell you that this story is actually the way things went. So all this stuff happens, and the human being is created, right? And so the humans are pretty powerful because they have all these elements inside of them. And they're like, yo, we're going to make even more stuff, and we're going to abuse these guys even more, okay? That's what the humans say, at least. So they're creating all of this stuff, and they're causing havoc and chaos and everything. And the element character things are really upset, and they're like, we got to get out of here. We gotta make this stop because this is just wrong. We wanted to do our own thing, and some guy's telling us what to do. The man is telling us taxation is theft. So these characters leave, right? And they're like, we're done, we quit. And the big boss man, the one that put them there in the first place, is like, you're not getting overtime for this. And they're like, you never paid us anyway. So they leave, right? And they're just so upset right now. And they go and see the human dude. And they're like, human guys, like, look, we didn't want you to be made. We wanted to do our own thing, but boss man dude made us do this. So we're really sorry, but you're going to have to stop being a human. And so, the humans, of course, they just received this power. They're like, oh my gosh, like, I like being a human. I want to stay a human. So I'm going to stay being a human. And that's what they tell the element creature things. They're like, humans cool, I'm going to stay that way, thanks, but no thanks. So the element guys are all upset, and they're like, and of course, actually, I forgot to tell you this, but the element people things, they only speak like one word. Like charcoal guy goes charcoal, 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 and then purifier guys like pure, So they only say these one-word sentences. So the humans really, like, they didn't understand them, but they just kind of assumed they were pissed. And so the humans are like, yeah, dude, no, whatever it is you're trying to tell me. So human guys, people, they're kind of jerks. They like become more jerks. Like this was the level of jerk they were, but now they're like higher level jerks. Okay, so they're like, you know what? Since you yelled at me, I'm going to make your life difficult too. So the human people go over to all the other element things, their territory, and they just destroy it all. They're like, oh, you like this grass here? No more. Oh, you like purifying things with water? No more. And they just go around and then they kick everything, and it was uncalled for. So element guys are all upset, right? They're like, dude, like, I worked on this and you just totally destroyed it. And so the humans are like, well, that's just what we do. We're dicks. Sorry. So, the humans end up taking over, right? And they destroy all these element creature character things. They actually like harness their organs. It's pretty intense stuff. Again, this is stuff nobody's telling us. It's stuff I figured out a long time ago, right? So humans take over, element things are gone. They end up not being creatures. They end up turning into just straight up elements. So they don't really have like a soul or organs or any of that stuff anymore. So we basically won in a sense, I guess, right? Well, after really thinking about it, these humans were the good guys all along. And I know, like, how does anybody become a good guy after just destroying all of these elements that created them, right? It's like killing your mother. Like, that's a dick move. But you got to look at it like this. There are just some things in life that were made to make other things. And these elements were there for that reason. They were there to make humans, and humans are the new thing. And 75 years from now, we're going to end up being something for something else. They're called parablesians. They're basically like humans, but without legs. And they're going to be the next thing that takes over for us. So keep an eye out for that. Really depressing stuff, I know. But just know that right now is our time. We are above it all. And I guess that's good. The end.